Dallas Memorial Service, Obama, righteous anger can be transformed. President Barack Obama and other officials who spoke Tuesday at a memorial for 5 Dallas police officers killed last week urged Americans to corral their anger and sadness and push for the change society needs. I believe our sorrow can make us a better country. I believe our righteous anger can be transformed into more justice and more peace. Weeping may endure for a night, but I'm convinced joy comes in the morning, the president said. The Dallas officers were fatally gunned down Thursday by a sniper, an armed-to-the-teeth Army veteran who targeted the officers, perhaps as retribution for police violence largely unrelated to North Texas. For 5 days, the news has revolved around the horrific details of the slayings, but on Tuesday afternoon the focus was on the men in blue who lost their lives keeping watch over what had been a peaceful protest. Brent Thompson, 43, a newlywed. Read more. Lorne Aarons, 48, whose smile was regularly reciprocated. Patrick Zamaripa, 32, a father. Michael Krall, 40, whose lifelong dream was to become a police officer. Michael Smith, 55, the Army Ranger and family man. Who are the slain officers? Their deaths came amid a tragic week for the nation that saw Alton Sterling in Louisiana and Philando Castile in Minnesota killed during encounters with police. Mourners attend a Monday candlelight vigil for 5 officers killed last week during protests in Dallas. Obama praised police for protecting and serving the people. Like police officers across the country, these men and their families shared a commitment to something larger than themselves, the president said. The reward comes in knowing that our entire way of life in America depends on the rule of law, that the maintenance of that law is a hard and daily labor, that in this country, we don't have soldiers in the streets or militias setting the rules. Instead, we have public servants, police officers, like the men who were taken away from us. Police in Dallas showed incredible restraint and saved more lives than we will ever know, Obama said. When the bullets started flying, the men and women of the Dallas police, they did not flinch, and they did not act recklessly, he said. Obama balances respect and frustration with police, protesters. Former President George W. Bush called for unity. At times, it seems like the forces pulling us apart are stronger than the forces binding us together. Argument turns too easily into animosity. Too often we judge other groups by their worst examples, while judging ourselves by our best intentions, said Bush, who is also a former governor of Texas. Dallas Mayor Mike Rawlings and Police Chief David Brown also addressed the crowd. Brown drew chuckles when he talked about his trouble in the past in finding the right words for big moments, mainly talking to pretty girls. For people he loved, he said, he reached for the lyrics of one of the biggest music stars of his generation. So on Tuesday he used the words of Stevie Wonder's song as to speak to the families of the officers who were killed. One of the verses goes, "We all know sometimes life's hate and troubles can make you wish you were born in another time and place. But you can bet your life times that, and twice its double, that God knew exactly where He wanted you to be placed. So make sure when you say you're not in it, but not of it, you're not helping to make this earth a place sometimes called hell. Change your words into truth and then change that truth into love. And maybe your children's grandchildren and their great-great-grandchildren will tell them, "I'll be loving you." The ceremony was not public, but the memorial was being simulcast at Clyde Warren Park, a short walk from the Symphony Hall. In addition to their rare joint appearance, Obama and Bush will also meet with the families of the slain officers. The two men will see the families following the memorial service, Blask said. Interfaith Tribute Memorial Information Number Dallas Strong Number Pray for Dallas https://t co/7U1GBD63CE Dallas Police Depart, at Dallas PD, July 12, 20160 BAMA, Bush to meet Familias. An interfaith choir opened Tuesday afternoon service, and the Dallas Police Choir sang the national anthem. An imam, rabbi, and Methodist minister from the area were to deliver an interfaith prayer before the speakers take the podium. The ceremony ended with the interfaith choir, composed of singers from area congregations, joining the Dallas Police Choir in closing with the Battle Hymn of the Republic as the officials on stage clasped each other's hands.